soaringme.com. My name is Michael Miller, and let me start just by giving you a quick overview of the objectives, both from the recruiter standpoint and the candidate standpoint. Pretty straightforward on both ends. The candidate does want to get additional information about the job, confirm that it's the position that they thought it was in the job ad, and that they want to move forward in the interview process. But more importantly, they want to do well enough as far as matching themselves to that ideal profile that the company and recruiter wants in order to move forward to get the invitation to a face-to-face meeting. From the recruiter standpoint, we most likely started with a very large number of resumes, and through software and reviewing it with our own eyes, we've whittled it down. We may have some questions as to whether or not you fit that profile, and this is where we generally want to weed out the people in terms of them not having the background requirements, the hard requirements like degree or licenses, things of that nature. We might have some questions on job movement that we saw on your resume, gaps of employment. We will typically want to know that you have an understanding as to what this job is, you know where it's located, you have an idea as to the pay range, things like that, to just make sure that we're in the ballpark. It's worth bringing you in for a face-to-face interview. You generally seem to fit that profile, and if we sit you down face-to-face, we'll dig in a little bit deeper. But this is just a screen to make sure that you're at least close to what we're looking for. Now, in terms of some suggestions that I can give you to increase the odds that you're going to move forward in the face-to-face, if you had reviewed the video I gave on resumes, you should have a copy, either electronic or hard copy, of the original job ad and what you sent me, resume and cover letter. If I've left you a voicemail, that gives you an opportunity to pull that back up and review it. And I would strongly suggest having a hard copy next to the phone when you give me a call back. There's some standard advice that people will give you, which is pretty good. Stand up when you're talking on the phone, smile when you're talking on the phone. You'd be amazed, but it does project better. In terms of reviewing that information, remember that you're trying to match yourself to that ideal profile that we have. And that's it. There's a couple of other videos that you should take a look at before doing a telephone interview, and that would be the tough interview questions and the behavioral based interview questions, just so you're prepared to answer anything that we might throw at you in the telephone interview. Other than that, last suggestion I'll give you is to ask to move forward to the face-to-face interview. At the very least, you should ask the recruiter, what is the process? What is the next step? Give the recruiter an opportunity to invite you in for the face-to-face. Sometimes they'll make the decisions right on the phone. Sometimes they want to complete all their telephone interviews before they make the decision of the top 3 or something like that. So that's it. Good luck on your telephone interview, and to please review the other videos that I had mentioned. Thanks.